Hi friends, this is Lady Flora, and in this video I thought I would give you a tour of our very small dining room slash homeschool room. And before I do that, I wanted to let you know that I have a 5-year-old songbird and we are homeschooling her, and I have a 2-year-old man cub and he just does whatever he wants. We do a lot of other videos on homeschooling adventures and curriculum reviews and supply hauls and day in the life videos, so if you're interested in those, you can subscribe or you can check out some of the links in the description box below, or I'll have some links up here as well. And yeah, let's get into the tour. So this is our homeschool room slash dining room. We eat dinner here every night, and this is Man Cub's high chair or booster seat, and we have this pillow here because he rocks his chair a lot and it makes a lot of noise, so this kind of muffles it. This is our centerpiece that we always have with salt and pepper and an orchid plant and a shell, and then I love having this globe here. It's a bank, but we don't really use it for that. It's great for just having conversations about the world and geography and where things are in the world. And I'll just take you over here. This is where we put up most of my daughter's artwork and all of her paintings and drawings. She's been really thinking about her birthday a lot, and then this is something she did today, so the glue is still wet and dripping apparently. And then this is a picture that she did. This is Chicken Little, and this is the acorn falling on his head, and he's gonna say the sky is falling. And these we use a lot. These are our kind of reference guides for identifying shells and birds in Florida. These are some of the flashcards for the sounds that vowels make from the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level K. We've done several videos on that. You can search our channel if you're interested in those, or I'll just put the link up at the top here and you can watch those. But we still put those up there because we often need a helper, a reference to remind ourselves what sounds those letters make. And this is just a little basket full of books that are mostly for my son. He really likes this book, Letterwork. This is like a Montessori style book where you trace the letters, and then instead of saying S, you just say S. And he really likes this book. And those are his boots, which he wears, and it's very cute. This is the best house plant ever. If you're looking for a house plant, it's called snake tongue, and I cannot kill it no matter what I do. If I overwater it, if I neglect it, it doesn't seem to matter. It's always happy. We've got a fan because it's Florida, and this room gets really hot. It's actually a screen porch that was converted into a room, so it's kind of small and hot. This is like a little shelf for my son. We keep his bibs in this basket here, and then this is like a puzzle for him and a top, and that is a little turtle. And this is really cool. This just kind of like unscrews, but I think you can use it as a nutcracker as well. And down here we've got a lot of books. It's a little bit of a mess here, but some of these books are good for homeschooling. We've got Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, one of my favorites of all time, Tom Sawyer, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, Toddler Years, a parenting book because we're always needing more advice. Spelling dictionary is really cool. Some Jane Austen here. And the Moomins. I'm really interested in getting a few more of these books. This is really interesting. I read it to myself first, and now I'm thinking about reading it to my daughter. Really interesting books, and there's a few more of them as well. Down here we've got a couple of workbooks that we don't really use that much, but sometimes we do. The Well-Trained Mind, of course, which is an amazing book about classical education. And we've got Nutritional Healing. This is such a great book. If you're sick, you can like reference like any kind of illness in there, and they've got some like fruits and vegetables that are gonna help you get over that sickness, and drawing with children, which I still haven't used. And of course, teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons, which is one of my favorite resources for teaching your child to read. It's worked really great in our household, and I've done a video on it. If you're interested in that, you can check the link up here, or at the end, on the end cards, we'll have a link there as well. So moving on from the bookshelf, we've got a wind chime that my daughter and I made from some shells that we collected. And it actually makes kind of a pretty sound when it's not hitting the glass. I actually have a tutorial on how we made that on my blog, and if you're interested, the blog is going to be in the description box below. Well, my daughter was asking me tons of questions about cursive, so we stuck this up on the wall, but she's 5, so I'm not going to teach her cursive for a little while now. We're just working on regular old handwriting. And this is our garden in a can that we have been growing. We grew basil and mint from seeds. And this is a really cool kit that you can do with your children. I highly recommend it. It's very easy and simple. And I have a video about it if you're interested in that. We already did a video on it, so I'll put the link up here. And this is a turtle that we made from air dry clay. I thought it was really cute. My daughter painted it. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of crazy. This is where a lot of our homeschool supplies are. And this is just a lingerie chest that I painted gray. And in the top shelf, the top drawer, we're storing googly eyes, scissors, stickers, chalk, glitter, and brass fasteners. So those are like all the things that you could choke on. And so they stay up there. And in this drawer, we've got our watercolors and our tempera paints, glue, all kinds of random glue and tape. And in this drawer, we've got construction paper and twine. And this drawer, we've got nothing, apparently. No, these are flashcards from CC. These are some Latin words and their English meanings. So these are actually really cool. I printed these up off the CC website last year as part of our cycle 3. But this drawer has our crayons. These are my son's crayons. Actually, these are really great. I should show you these because they are shaped like a triangle, so they're not going to roll off the table, which is amazing. I feel like I jump every time a crayon rolls off the table and hits the floor. And then here we have just regular crayons and colored pencils. These are watercolor pencils, which are fun. Some phonics cards, some dry erase markers, some simple math cards, and these are cool too. I got these from Target a long time ago, where you can just draw. They're like dry erase cards, and you can draw the letter, trace the letter on there, and then copy your handwriting. Very cool. And then these are really neat. We have a subscription to National Geographic Little Kids, and they always send these little cards along with each magazine, and we have tons of them. We have lots and lots of them. So when we were doing our Sea Life unit, we got all the Sea Life cards out and put them on the wall, and that was really fun. And then down here we've got a lot of miscellaneous things. I saved lots of scraps of paper. So this is construction paper, this is tissue paper, and then we have colored feathers, pipe cleaners, and little pom-poms, and then we just have some like scrap paper things that like I painted that I thought, oh, we could cut this up and use it for a collage. Down here is a lot of worksheets and random pieces of cardboard to save for drawing on, and then this is where we keep our play silks. These are just regular scarves that we use. I think this one might actually be silk. This one is so awesome for the ocean, but you can also use it for Antarctica. This could be some of the ice. And also this is great for snow. And yeah, I really do wish, this is also great for snow, we had a green one. A green one would be awesome for grass, and possibly a red one for fire. Oh, we also keep some jumbo dice in here, some fuzzy dice that we use for math and things, but also my son likes to throw these, right? Yeah. And this basket right here, well, it's not actually a basket, it's a purse, like a beach bag purse that I got at a beachy shop. And we usually keep all of our library books in here. But right now, we don't have any library books. We're gonna go pick some up. So here's another one of our globes that we really like. And this is our nature basket, and it is just overflowing with so many amazing goodies. We've got feathers, shells, we've got leaves from sea grapes, and we've got these rattly things, which are not from jacaranda trees. I'm not sure what tree they're from. Maybe the poinciana tree? I'm not sure. We've got some shells that we found, some shells that we bought. A lot of great treasures in here. Some really cool pieces of wood. And then we have our magnifying glass. So we like to explore these items with our magnifying glass. And this is our hutch with all the things. We've got a sailboat up here because learning is an adventure, and lots of feathers that we've collected. And this is a little music box that plays Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And this is spring, winter, and fall peg dolls. And I think I have a video about peg dolls. I can't remember, but if I do, I'll link it up here somewhere. And then we've got a lot of books here. This is our, well, first of all, these are our maps for CC. I believe this is, yeah, this is our world map that we're currently using for CC. And this is a planner that I bought. I think it's a happy planner that I really liked, but I don't have time to plan, so I don't use it. But I use the calendar on my phone. It's not as pretty, but it works. This is a really interesting vintage book. It's just called What to Do Now, and it was dedicated to a children's hospital, and so there's all these really interesting crafts that you can do with just things around the house. And this is what your kindergartner needs to know. And these are our artist and composers cards for classical conversations. The Good News for Children Bible. The Rescuers. I love these books of the Rescuers. And we just got these books for CC. They're readers about Romulus and Remus and the Trojan horse. And those have been very popular with my daughter. She absolutely loves this book, The Very First Americans. We got this for cycle 3 of CC, and it's still a favorite. These laugh out loud jokes. For a while we were memorizing a joke every month, and so this is fun. And now she just likes to read it and laugh really loudly. A Child's Garden of Verses, which has some amazing vintage illustrations. Here's our amazing Audubon Guide to Florida. So many cool books up here. Oh, This Little President, we also got this for cycle 3. This is really cool. It's like a children's book. It's like a board book is what I'm trying to say. It goes through some of the presidents, and then at the end it lists all the presidents, which is really neat because you can sing the president's song and point to all the different presidents as you're singing it. This is really cool. I just keep this on a bookshelf, but it's actually called a Buddha board, and you open it up. See if I can open it with one hand, and flip it around this way, and you put water in here, and then whatever you paint on here will just kind of disappear in a few minutes. So you can just keep repainting on there and reusing it, and you're not using actual paint, you're just using water, which is awesome. So there's not very much mess, and what mess there is just water. And then these are the Create a Story cards, which I totally got on the recommendation of Hannah from Pepper and Pine, and I really like them. They're really, really cute. This is a little gnome on a swing that my mom got for my daughter, and I really love it. I think it's so cute. This is a jar of plastic bugs that we have, and my daughter really likes it. She plays with it a lot. And this jar has some Native American clay figures that are from the tube, you know, the tube animals and stuff. And my daughter loves those so much, and she plays with them all the time. So these back here are some of the lesson books that we've made for some of our unit studies. The blue one is for the ocean, and the green one is for pond life. So one of the things that we did over the summer is we would read fairy tales and then draw pictures of them, and they are going to go in a book with that pink watercolor paper as the cover. And this is where we do all our calendar stuff. So these are where our calendar peg dolls live. It's Sunday, August the 26th, and we're in the summertime. And this is their little bounty of shells and pearls because summer, you know? This is our Waldorf rhythm inspired wheel that just says what time of day it is. And this basket here is where we store all of our peg dolls. And also we've got lots of stones in there with numbers written on them that we use for math adventures and for calendar adventures as well. So this is our chalkboard, and usually we have some art on here that's related to whatever lesson we're doing at the moment, but not today. Today we just have this is the date that we wrote. We're doing the Good and the Beautiful Level K math curriculum, and they have you write out the date every day and talk about it with your child. And then she wanted to do a mermaid craft today, so these are the mermaids that we made. And this is some of my son's artwork, which I'm very proud of. He's starting to scribble and make drawings, just like his sister, who loves to draw. And then this bag right here is the bag where we put all of our school books and things in when my mom comes to pick up Songbird. We put everything in this bag, and it's like our curriculum bag. So whatever she's working on at the moment is in there. My mom gets it, she picks it up, they do lessons. That's just what we do right now. And then these are some tree blocks that we just got, which I really, really love. They're really beautiful, but they're also really fun to play with. And this is just a cute little table that we got from a friend of my mom. And this book is called Counting Wildflowers, and Man Cub really, really loves it. We got it at a library sale, and it's just really soothing book to flip through and practice your counting. Here is one last look at the chaos that is this homeschool room / dining room. We get a lot of use out of this room. We're always in here all times of the day, learning things and eating things. And now I want to hear what you have to say, so like, subscribe, share, and comment away. And after you do that, go outside and have a sublime day.